Hi. So I know this seems super informal, like a super informal way to be like filming this project, but since my audience is supposed to be my best friend Jules, this is like a story I'm supposed to be telling her from my childhood. I thought it would be like beneficial for it to be like it's a FaceTime call, like I'm on the phone with her. So I'm filming this from my bed. Okay. So I started school around like 2009. I started it um it would feel like a year late. I'm supposed to be a year ahead because of my birthday. It's in December, so I started in 2009. So I don't really remember much about starting school at all, but I remember when I was learning to read. So we started learning to read really, really early. I went to a private school called St. Pius. So we started in like pre-K, kindergarten, just like super, super early. And my teacher's name was Miss Chaffis. And we had a teacher's aide too, but I cannot remember her name for the life of me. I just know I really liked her. So we started reading um the like beginning of the year ish. So I was still like learning my letters and like trying to sound out words and putting like short words together. So how this would work was there was a semicircle table. I don't remember if it was red or blue, but I know it was one of those two colors. And my teacher would sit on the inside, and we've had students around the outside. Um, I'm gonna try to put a little picture here of like what it would look like. So, the thing I remember specifically is I was stuck on a word, and I could not pronounce this word for the life of me. And my friends, I think we would all read like one sentence or a couple sentences like out loud, and she would let us like leave the table after we were finished. So all the other people at the table had finished and it was just me left. And I can't remember what the word was. I think it was something like fig, but it wasn't fig, but it was something like that, and I couldn't pronounce it. So I was trying really, really hard to get it right, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I was getting frustrated because I was the last one, like, in my group left, and all the other kids were either at another lesson or having, like, free play in the background. So once I finally got the word, I got to finish the sentence. She finally let me go. And I went to go see my best friend Madison. She was playing, and we talked about it. And I got a little frustrated because it was a lot easier for her than it was for me. And then, but as soon as I read that sentence, I felt like the accomplishment. Like, wow, like I read that. Like that was the switch that made me love reading, and ever since that day, I've loved books. I've loved everything about them. So in middle school, I think it was middle school, I was given a book by my brother's girlfriend at the time, and ever since I've read that book, it's this one right here. I've had the same exact book. I don't know how many times I've read it, but I love it. It's called Fairest by Gail Carson Levine. I've done many projects on this book reports. It's very, very worn down. I even have like an AR number for it still in here from middle school, because we would have to read and then take a quiz on the book to like log points in middle school called AR points. But I'm like super, super picky about taking care of my books. So this one is a little broken down because of how loved it's been, but I don't like to like break my spines and fold my spines and stuff. I'm super specific about that, but with this book, I read it so much that it's gotten like folded right here. There's a little perforation. Yeah, it's about this girl who has a beautiful singing voice, but she just wanted to be pretty on the outside, and she isn't. But it's amazing, and I love this book. So I don't know, I have a whole stack of books right over here on my dresser, and I have a whole bag of books because I recently rearranged my room, and I don't have shelves yet, but I'm going to put more shelves in for my books. So, that's about it. That's like the story of why I love reading, and it's just become like a staple in my life. There was a point where in high school I didn't have time to read books as much as I would want to because of um like school activities. I was on a drill team, so it was super super demanding, and I also work and teach um at a dance studio. So I had dance practices and then classes I would teach and then school practices, football games, basketball games, everything in between. So I didn't have as much time to read during high school. So now I'm trying to get back into it and read a lot more this year. So yes, that's it.